Alright, what's up you guys? Welcome to our beginner yoga challenge. Today we are going to incorporate sun salutation A and sun salutation B. So movements we've learned for both, we're now going to move with our breath to these movements. We'll warm up and pose in each posture first, and then we'll go breath to movement. So, as always, take this class at your own pace. Grab 2 blocks, maybe a blanket for your knees, or something to help support you. Make sure that it's stable. I always recommend getting blocks, especially if you're beginning yoga. It's not very expensive and it's always going to help you pretty much throughout your entire practice. With that being said, we're going to get started at the front of our mat and we're going to start standing today. So let me grab my blocks. All right, and then starting, you can set your blocks up at the front of your mat. We're going to start with our feet about hip distance. I'll face this way for now. Lily's going to join us for class, or at least part of it. Good, so have your feet hip distance. We're going to pick up our big toes, and all of our toes really. And I want you to spread your toes nice and wide, and then grip the ground with each toe. Good, and then roll the shoulders up by the ears, and move them down the back, palms to face forward. Draw the belly in, corset the ribs, so your trunk is nice and supported. And then we'll close our eyes. So together, let's take a big breath in through your nose. And a gentle sigh out the mouth. Good, inhale again, fill up. As you exhale, imagine you're fogging up a window. Inhale through the back of the throat, through the nose. Exhale, make that ha sound. Then inhale again. Drop it, leave it. Exhale, make that ha sound. Good, one more time, inhale. Now continue making that ha sound. We want you to inhale. But this time do it with your lips closed. Again, in. Continue to breathe like this, blinking open your eyes, big breath. Slow exhale. Gentle circle of your neck, chin goes down, right ear to right shoulder, look up at the ceiling, left ear, left shoulder, down to the floor. Be gentle as you look up towards the ceiling. You don't want anything pinching, just nice and free. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Pause with your chin into your chest, switch the direction. Last time, big breath in, and exhale, chin to chest. Good, looking straight forward. I want you to take your right arm, palm faces up, and then once you're up by your ear, I want you to turn the palm facing in, and then flip your hand out, swim your arm back, back of your hand touches the leg. Go backwards, back of the hand first, and then flip the palm to face up in front of you. We'll do this 2 more times. Lift up, flip the palm, back of the hand against your leg. Breathe in as you go up. Flip the palm, face the ceiling. Exhale. One more time. In and out. Big breath in and out. Left palm. So we'll break the left palm face up. Inhale, reach up. Turn the palm out away from you. Exhale, back of the hand against the leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Lily, come here. Lay down. Go lay down. Thank you. Inhale up. Life happens when you make other plans. Exhale down. Good. Last time. Lift up. Back of the hand to the floor. Good. From here, we're going to sweep the arms up. Big breath. And then slowly hinge at your hips, fold forward, relax the head. Good, hang out here for a couple of breaths, grab opposite elbows. Sway from side to side. It's a gentle movement. Good, then squeeze with your inner thighs together. Imagine you have a block between your legs and press your pinky toes out and away from each other. Take an inhale, halfway lift your torso, lengthen forward. And then exhale, relax your head down to the floor. Inhale again, halfway lift your chest. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale again, halfway lift. We're going to step our feet back to a plank pose. So plant your palms and step your feet back. Good, press through your heels. Hands are right underneath your shoulders. Good, engage your quads. Breathe in. And a slow breath out. Good, one more inhale. And then drop your knees down to the floor. We're going to take a new breath in, cow pose, look up. Exhale, round and press in the chest. I know, you like yoga, huh? Inhale. And exhale, round. One more time, breathe in, dip the belly. And breathe out, expand. Good, and then gently we're going to tuck our toes and lift your hips up to your downward facing dog. And then bicycle out your legs, bend one knee deeply and then the other. Move your hips from side to side, just play with the weight transition. Alright, and then we're gonna move from plank to down dog 3 times. So inhale, shift forward to plank pose. Keep pressing your hands into the ground. Press your heels back. Exhale, lift your hips strong, downward facing dog. Inhale, connect to your breath. Shift forward into plank pose. Exhale, slowly pick the hips up and back, downward dog. Very gently inhale, shift back to plank. Exhale, pull the hips, downward facing dog. This time we're going to shift forward into plank pose. I want everyone to drop your knees down to the floor. From here, lift your feet up off the ground and scoot your knees back just a couple inches. Good, draw the belly in, still round in your upper back, just the shoulder blades, pressing, protracting through. Take an inhale, shift forward, shoulders past your fingertips, bend at just the elbows, exhale, halfway. Inhale, press it back up, maybe you just do that one. Exhale, 2 more if you can. Inhale, press. Exhale, halfway. This time, press up, and then we're going to slowly lower all the way down to the floor. All right, from here, keep your hands where they are. Just slide them back a couple inches. Press your feet to the floor. So I want you to squeeze your inner thighs. Glutes press together. Pelvis presses down. Draw the belly in. Tailbone tuck slightly. Look up. Start to shift your weight up into a gentle cobra. Squeeze the elbows together. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the chin slightly so your neck is nice and long. Keep pressing with those feet, with the pelvis, with the glutes. Good, one more breath. Lift the torso an inch. Exhale, slowly lower down. 2 more like this. Inhale, lift the torso. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. We're going to move this to child's pose. So knees go wide, hips to your heels, stretch your arms forward. Breathe in. Slow breath out. Making that ha sound. Inhale. Fog up a window. Exhale. Shift forward. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Alright, so now we're just going to move through these poses with our breathing. So bending our knees, take an inhale. On the exhale, transition your feet up to your hands at the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift your chest, squeeze your inner thighs, press your feet out. Exhale, fold, flex the spine. Inhale, strong core, sweep your arms up and overhead, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, brings hands to heart center. Good, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Good. Inhale, halfway lift your chest. Squeeze those inner thighs. Exhale, plank pose, nice and slow. Taking this a slow transition today. Inhale, shift forward, drop your knees to the ground. Exhale, halfway lower, hold it. And then a slow release, new inhale, cobra pose. Press your pelvis down, squeeze the butt cheeks. Exhale, child's pose, hips to heels. Good. Inhale, we're going to shift straight forward into our tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll hold for 2 breaths. Press into those hands, wrap the triceps down, soften your neck, draw the belly in. Keep the heels pressing down, glutes and inner thighs squeeze together. Breathe in. And a slow breath out. Good. This inhale, bend your knees, looking to the hands. Step your feet up to your hands at the front. Inhale, halfway lift the torso. Exhale, flex the spine. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift your torso. Exhale, plank pose, step your feet back, drop your knees, lift your heels. Shift forward, new breath in, stay strong, exhale, halfway lower, hold it. Then a new breath, lower slowly, pelvis to floor, press your feet down. Exhale, child's pose, hips to heels. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog, hold it, 2 big breaths. Inhale, slow. Fog that window. Breathe in from the back of your throat. Lips closed, fog a window. Bend the knees, look to the hands. Last time, step your feet up to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift your torso, neutralize the spine. Exhale, relax your head. Come all the way up to standing, arms above you. Exhale, hands to chest. Chair pose. Feet can stay hip distance. Sit your butt like you're in a real chair. Put the weight in your heels. We're here for a couple of breaths. Nice. My jaw gets tense almost right away. My eyebrows get tense. See if you can soften somewhere. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, forward, fold the body. Inhale, lengthen out halfway. Plank pose, step your feet back. Drop your knees down. Inhale, shift forward past the fingertips. Exhale, halfway lower, maybe all the way down this time. Inhale, cobra. Child's pose, exhale. Tabletop, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take your right foot, grab the ankle if you need to, step it up. I want you to stay on your left big toe today. So you're gonna stay on your toes for a crescent pose, modified sun salutation B. Good, so pull your left hip forward, pull your right hip back, squeeze your inner thighs together. Good, one more breath into it. And then we're gonna slowly transition to warrior 2. So spin your back heel now. Have your left toes face in about 10-15 degrees. Right knee over that ankle. Knee opening towards the pinky toe. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Magnetize like your feet could slide together to kick the heels. Then open your arms wide. Look forward over your front middle finger. Soften the shoulders around away from your ears. Breathe. Fog that window. Breathe in slow. Fog that window. Inhale, you're going to take your right palm, flip it up, and then take your right arm, stretch it up. You never bend the elbow here. I want you to lift up. Good. Stretch through your armpit, and then bring your hands slowly to blocks or to the ground. Slide your right foot into your plank pose, and then we're going to lower the knees. Shift yourself forward. And then halfway lower elbows in. To the ground, cobra pose. And this time straight through, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Take your left leg, grab the foot if you need to, just step it through, stay on your right big toes. Use those blocks, we're gonna lift our torsos. Good, so bending both of your knees here will help you balance, especially as you're learning. Press into your right big toe. Your left hip, see if it's sticking out. You want your left hip to come in. One way to help you, bring your left hand to your knee, press your left knee into your left hand, and vice versa. You'll feel your left butt cheek turn on and come underneath you. Then you can take your arms up. Go one more breath here, and then warrior two, spin your back heel to the floor. Have your right toes turning in, left knee bent directly over that ankle. Knees opening up towards the pinky toe. Your ribs are trying to stack straight over your hips. Open those arms nice and wide, pull tug of war in opposite directions, and then gaze over your front to middle finger. Breathe in slowly. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Flip your front hand. Take your left arm, lift up and out of your back. You're trying to find as much height as you can here. Breathe. Soften your neck and your shoulder area, but still engage in your arm. One more breath. And then bring your hands to blocks or to the floor. Slowly slide your left foot back into a plank. Drop your knees if you need to, halfway or all the way down. If you want the challenge, hold it here. And then cobra, gentle back bend. Downward facing dog right away. All right, so what we'll do is we're gonna move through this slowly with our breath. So bending your knees and looking forward, step or float transition to the front. Inhale, halfway lift, neutralize. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, sit your butt, one breath, reach your arms up, and then exhale, press up to standing, hands to heart center. Inhale, chair pose, weight in your heels, spine is neutral. Exhale, forward fold. Flex the spine. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale, plank pose, step it back. Halfway lower, hold it or all the way. Then gentle cobra, big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Use your belly to lift your hips. Take your right foot, step it up to the hands, crescent pose. Slowly bring your arms up and overhead. Take a big inhale, lift. Exhale, slowly spin your left heel, open your arms wide, stack your shoulders over hips. Take right hand up, stretch, reverse the warrior, new breath in. Bring your hands down slowly to plank pose. Slide your right foot back. Take an inhale, shift forward. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths in between. One more. Left foot steps up, transition. New breath, arms slowly rise. If you fall, it's okay. Exhale, warrior two, spin your back heel, open the arms nice and wide. Good. Inhale, reverse the warrior. So you take your left hand, flip it up, stretch, bring your hands down slowly, step your left foot back. Looking for the control here, shift forward, halfway hold or all the way down. Gentle cobra. I'm taking up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in and a slow breath out. One more time. Strong in those arms. Bend your knees. Slowly walk your feet up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, drop your butt, reach the arms up. Press up to standing, hands come to heart. Last round, chair pose. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Plank pose, hold. Shift forward, breathe in. Exhale, halfway lower. All the way down, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. One breath. Right foot steps up. Inhale, crescent pose, nice and slow. Warrior two, exhale. Spin the back heel down, open the arms wide, stack the shoulders over hips. Inhale, our right arm up, flip the palm. Exhale, hands to the floor, plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, halfway or all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. One breath. Squeeze the thighs. Left leg forward. Arms come up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to plank. Elbows in. New breath, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Really nice, you guys. So that's sun salutation A and sun salutation B. Walk your feet up to your hands. Slowly move onto your back. So you're in the center of the mat. Bring your heels close to the glutes, toes point forward. Bring your hands down by your sides. You can grab your mat to help you or press down into the floor. But I want you to lift your hips, tuck your shoulders underneath you, and then press into your big toes. For now, keeping our hands by the side, just for this first one, use the ground to lift your hips. Squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your glutes, move your chin away from your chest. Breathe. Remember, slow breaths in together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale like you're fogging a window with your lips closed. One more time, inhale. Exhale, release the spine down. One vertebra at a time. Once you find your low back still on the floor, stay there. Inhale. Big breath out. All right, bring your hands down by your sides. Again, lift your hips up. This time, start to move your shoulders underneath you. And once you're comfortable there, start to interlace your fingers, maybe pulling your palms closer together rather than just the fingers. Then press your hands down, press your feet down, big toes, heels, pinky toes. Knees are coming straight out the pelvis. Don't let them open up, not for today's purposes. And then interlace the fingers first. Release your back slowly down to the floor. Pull your knees gently into the chest. Give them a rock side to side. We're going to drop our knees over to the left. Look and reach over your right shoulder. Try to keep your knees in towards the chest. On your next inhale, bring it to center slowly. Squeeze the belly to help you. Exhale over to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Again, breathe in. Alright, inhale brings your knees back to center. And then slowly rock yourself gently up and down a couple of times, just to massage the back. Got one more rock. And then come up to seated, bring your feet together and your knees wide. And sit tall. We're going to go forward. You don't have to have your feet close to your hips. You can have your feet farther away. And then go for length in your spine. Rather than rounding and crunching, go for elongation, openness, expansiveness. A slow breath in. A slow breath out. Close your eyes at this point. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Good. Sit tall. Take your left foot inside of your right inner thigh. Readjust your sit bones so you are comfortable and turn to face your right foot. You can always sit on a block if you're really tight in your hamstrings here, or bend your right knee. All right, so we're going to reach our arms up. Big breath and fold forward over this right side. Now you're actively pressing your left knee down towards the floor and turning your heart towards your right leg. Slow the breath down. Focus your energy on your legs, your lower back. Exhale slow. Inhale with control. Exhale with stability. Inhale. Exhale. Good, lift up. Take your right foot inside of your left leg. Find that block if you need it on this side. Bend your knee if you need the help. Press your right foot in and your right knee down. Keep your left foot flexed. Arms come up, big breath. Slow fold over the left side. Attention and awareness on your breathing. Attention and awareness on your body. Nothing else matters right now. Nothing you have to do later today. Just your breath, the space that you're holding, the shape you're creating. This focus really is the practice of yoga. The postures are called asanas. They're just really to help you get to focus. All right, lift up. Take your feet forward. Feet are about hip distance, maybe a little wider. And readjust your inner thighs down. Good. Flex the toes, point the toes, flex the toes, point the toes, flex the toes, point the toes. Thank you, ankles. Thank you, toes. Wiggle them out. Arms come up, big breath in, and then forward fold. So a couple options. If this is really tight for you and you're like this, I want you to bend your knees a lot and maybe sit on a couple blocks, a tall book, something to support you. You may not be able to touch your feet today. That's okay. It took me 8 months to touch my toes. That slow breath, lots of concentration, you'll do it much faster than me. I was very stubborn when I first started yoga, and I held my breath a lot. Don't hold your breath here. Let it flow. It's the breathing through the difficulty. That's what we're finding in our practice. The more you do this practice, It doesn't get easier. The poses may become more familiar, but the work is always there. You'll get payoffs though. If you breathe, if you find that, you'll get rewarded. That's for sure. All right, so from here, we're gonna move on to our back. Last pose of the day, happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet, your ankles, your shins. Find some movement side to side, and just let the back release here. Good, one more breath. All right, let's set ourselves up for Shavasana. So extend your legs straight forward. If you need to, you can flop your big toes in and out, in and out, in and out a couple times. Readjust your lower back, readjust your upper back, and then readjust your chin towards your chest. Fidget, fuss, scratch your face, fix your shorts, grab a towel, cover your eyes. Whatever you need to in these last few moments to rest, do it. And then together we'll take 2 deep breaths. So inhale through the nose. And a big sigh out the mouth. Good, one more time. Sip. And sigh. And relax the muscles in your face, behind your eyes, in your neck. Move down your body and soften the shoulders, the collarbones, your chest. Down each vertebra in your spine, the arms, the fingers. Soften the torso, the pelvis, the inner thighs, the kneecaps, the calves and your ankles. Feel each toe melt away. This is the practice of yoga, right here, right now. This space you're holding in your body, with your eyes closed and in stillness. Observing where your thoughts may take you, and trying to let them go, unattach. I invite you to stay here for the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, however long you'd like to stay in stillness. Remember kindness in your thoughts, honesty when you speak, and have integrity in your actions. It's really how you can practice yoga off your mat. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.